Hey, it's Tyler O'Hara, King of the Baggers. Be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube.
We Go Racing, revs are up. Steel Commander, we're green. Stock 1000 season finale is underway. Again, looks like Travis Wyman, a really good start, but this is what Hayden did yesterday. Roger sweeps the outside, so much speed to the apex, he's leading.
Yeah, just the right line there, being on the outside there into turn one, able to let off the brakes and roll around. But you can see Travis Wyman already early in this race being a little bit more aggressive than he was yesterday.
And Gabriel Da Silva, it looks like, huge start up into third. Gabby, as everybody calls him, is having a career weekend here, and it's absolutely great. You can see Diego Perez right there in that fourth spot, and so down we go through some of this really serpentine S's section on this track. This is, every one of these S's gets tighter and tighter and tighter, doesn't it?
Yeah, and as I mentioned before the broadcast, how if you mess up one of those turns, you mess that up the next one and then the one after that, so it's important to hit your marks through there. We see Hayden Gillum here hard on the brakes in the turn 12. It's going to be interesting to see this first lap. We talked about the speed of the BMW a lot, see what Travis can do on this back straight.
Yeah, he's got to get there. He's close enough to be able to get a toe. It just blows on by. That's, you know, we've been talking about it. You've got to get out in front of Hayden with the form he's on, the way he's running. You've got to get out in front of him and then hope somebody else can come up and start racing him and disrupting, hate to use that pun, his rhythm a little bit. But right now, let's see what Travis Wyman can do. I already see Diego Perez starting to hound the back of Gabby Da Silva right now. See what he's going to be able to do. And look at Hayden. He's looking inside, outside. Where can I maybe sneak through on this? Because really the big thing for Hayden with the power of that BMW, he's got to lead and build one big enough up so when he comes out of 11, he doesn't lose it down into 12.
Yeah, exactly, like into turn one,
yeah.
You know, through there, lead through that part of the track. And for Hayden also, he wants to be aggressive. I think he wants to get in the lead and try to do his own pace. But Travis is a little bit back in the points, 24 back. So Hayden doesn't want to do anything crazy with Travis. If it's just Travis in front of him, it's not that big of a deal yet.
So he might even be willing to just follow Travis for a while, knowing he'll get that championship. Get to the front a little bit sooner to have an opportunity to do something near the end of this 8-lapper. But look at Hayden Gillum. It's not like he's going quietly. He was mega deep on the brakes there, closing up and squaring up the exit here, trying to get every ounce of drive he can down this long back straight. Look at that trio behind him, battling once again. Did I just see Diego saying, don't fight here, guys. Let's work together. And they go, yeah, no.
Yeah, that's, nobody really listens to that. I think he thinks if they stay in line that he can pull them up to this group in front of him. But you can see it's these three guys are having a battle just like they did yesterday. And Caleb DeCarroll, a little bit, these four kind of look like yesterday's race. The front two guys have kind of swapped spots, though.
Yes, it's virtually identical, you know, and three abreast. Look at Da Silva trying to get down underneath. And Diego Perez having none of that, so Da Silva looks at the other line. But all of this little jousting here is going to let Caleb DeCarroll, and the thing with DeCarroll was, and here comes Gabby down to the inside, surprised Diego, stood him up for a second.
Yeah, great pass there. You don't
and
see
he
a
comes
lot
right
of passes
back.
there.
What a repass by Diego. That's a counter punch, and yet again, Gabby Da Silva way down to the inside. He's too tight. He's too tight. Has to give it up.
You can see what that has done to the two leaders. They're gone now.
Yeah. So these guys, maybe they knew right from the off. We're battling for third with the guys up front here. And there he goes again. Come on, man, just run with me. Let's see if we can close him down. And Da Silva saying, no, I think I'm faster than you. Looks to the inside. Not quite there.
And I think you're right. I think you see Gabriel Da Silva there right behind him. Feels like he has more pace. He's like, let me get in front and follow me to the front.
But what a battle. We saw these guys do this for almost the entire 8 laps yesterday, and they're doing it again as they continue to fight through here. And this is where we saw these two have this cut and thrust through this amazingly long, fast, it's a daunting corner. And this time, a little wiggle there by Perez, but I don't think Gabby's close enough to do anything.
And Hayden Gillum's made the pass here for the lead. I think this is what he wants to do here. If he can stay here in front through this long front straightaway, but the BMW is going to be really strong here. See that passes him early. But Hayden's going to fight to try to get back in the lead into turn one so he can lead through this first part of the track. See if he can get that gap that we were talking about.
All right, Travis able to retake that lead. Jamie Howe, he is doing everything he can to keep this championship alive. To the outside here And that's the exit of that triple apex turn, and man, did he get that one right.
Just a great run out of turn 18, put himself in a good spot there.
Benjamin Smith on the Yamaha, and look at this, Hayden getting a huge run here, doing it again. Man, he is so quick through that turn, goes to the apex, and picks up that lead, and he's got to get a drive out of here that is just stunning. He's got to lead into one.
Getting a good run there out of turn 18. Did this a couple laps ago and kind of did it again and knew this time, hey, I need to get a better run out of turn 20. Block to the left like he did.
White flag, 1 to go, and he's got that margin up to just a tick over a second here. So Hayden Gillum, if he holds it together, will be champion of Steel Commander Stock 1000. Look at Benjamin Smith making the move. Diego Perez. Perez now going to straight line to the apex, dives underneath. Can he get it wound down? He does. Benjamin Smith trying to ramp the outside. Perez cuts across the wheel, back into that third spot. But look who has joined them as a result of that cut and thrust. This one's not done.
Yeah, that back and forth there, you can see what it did with Caleb. It was able to close that gap right down, and we're talking about how fast the BMW is. He gets close enough on that back straightaway in the draft, he might be able to get both of them.
Yeah, you can just see he seems to be struggling to get it to change direction in these S's. It just looks a little bit more tedious, doesn't it, than these other two being able to get it done. Benjamin Smith looking, he's in attack mode up through turn 10. Really fast fall-away sweeper down the hill off camber here, and now into 11. You cannot make a mistake on this last lap, especially with the Carroll that close on that powerful BMW. Perez good, Smith good, and DeCarroll grabbing the throttle here. This is it. Big run here. Look at DeCarroll. Is he close enough? He might have something for Smith. Look at Travis Wyman has closed it back up on Gillum big time as well. DeCarroll up the inside. He's inside of Smith. That puts him fourth. But that may have let Perez get away just enough here. Although DeCarroll now, he's right there. Runs a little bit wide.
I think Diego Perez now is just kind of running some defensive lines. You see how he's turning in a little bit early, and it's kind of killing his exit speed.
This is it. Last time through this tricky complex of corners here. Who's got the roll speed? This is what it's all about. Perez keeping it tight. DeCarroll letting it wind up. Looks like Perez has enough in hand. It's a matter, though, of overrunning that turn 19. They're good there. Hayden Gillum coming through, champion of Steel Commander Stock 1000 on the Disrupt Suzuki. Travis Wyman second. Here's the battle. Does DeCarroll on the BMW have enough? No! He ends up fourth by 71 thousandths of a second. And Diego Perez, you think he's elated? That's a podium for him, and he is pumped. Fourth yesterday, better today, and there are the two championship protagonists.
He put up a fight. It was the last race of the year and wanted to come out and try to get that win, but Travis did everything he could. Hayden was just a little bit better today.